Yo, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is your boy Food Junkie just coming at you. This is the first video live that I've done. Yo, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is your boy Food. Sorry about that. Live since the new year. I was debating on whether I should do what type of video should be my first live video of this year. That's what took me so long to come to you guys. Hope everyone's having a good day. Hope everyone had a great new year, a great holiday season. But I'm taking the time off work this weekend because I'm trying to nurse this cold that I'm having. What's up, Rochelle, baby? How you doing? What's up, Diamond? How you doing, sweetheart? Everyone that's in the chat, hope everyone's doing well. Y'all saw the title. Who gets a pass? There's a lot of stuff going on these YouTube streets right now involving a lot of people. There's a lot of moving parts that's going on in this drama that's going on in these YouTube streets. There's Jay Wilson, there's Tim Blaine, there's Stunt Down, there's Shelly, there's Vivian, there's, what I'm saying, Tracy. There's all these different moving parts. There's people injecting their opinions into things. There's people talking about certain things. And listen to all this nonsense that's going on right now. The question that I ask myself, or the question that came up, I should say, is who gets a pass? Who gets a pass? I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't care, I'm saying, too much about what's going on about the individual people. I'm talking about the whole situation as a whole. Who gets a pass? Do you get a pass because you're white? Do you get a pass because you're black? Do you get a pass because you're a woman? Do you get a pass because you're a man? Do you get a pass because you're younger? Do you get a pass because you're older? Do you get a pass because you're gay? Do you get a pass because you're straight? Who gets a pass? See, you can't have an informative conversation with people about this stuff that's going on right now and still come across bias. No passes given, diving. That's my mentality. That's my understanding. But listen to all this commentary, listen to all this stuff that people talk about, well, it's not. They want to switch and come out and tell narratives, well, it's not, as if everyone is innocent. Everything that's going on these YouTube streets, no one is innocent. No one is innocent. We have all done and said some stuff that put us in the position to have commentary and critiques on us. We cannot sit up here and act as though, hey, Miss Queenie, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? We can't act as though, like, even your statement saying no passes given, someone could take that, be offended by it, by their God-given right to be offended by, and choose to comment about it on you. Now, it's up to you to either determine whether it's worth you responding to them or not. What's up, Soap? How you doing, baby? Or is it something that you're just going to let pass? See, the thing that these pseudo adults on here who's constantly into drama and nonsense while still saying that they're not into drama and nonsense is you fail to realize that you have choices. You have choices of who you respond to, who you interact with, who you react to, and all those things. And when you choose not to respond, you pull yourself further and further away from the drama and the bullshit and the nonsense. When you choose to react, respond, come back with, you pull yourself closer and closer into the drama. See, as an adult, we need to start making choices that best fits our life. That's what I always say. It doesn't matter what you say. This is just an act. This is just a caricature. This is just this. This is just that on here. It's not how you act in real life. I don't believe you. I think that you're a liar. I think that you are full of shit, basically, because you are so involved, so interactive in the nonsense and the bullshit on a constant basis. Now, let me tell you, because like I've been trying to not make this video or come online with this bullshit as I see it for the past week since the year started. Actually, since last year, basically, a week ago. Every time I try to make a video or want to talk about it, what's not, something in my spirit says, you know what, it ain't that serious, Food Junkie. Just let that shit go. These people are going to continue to be who they are. They're going to continue to to act the way they act, they're still going to continue to interact with one another the way they want to interact with one another, because that's what gets them the clicks and the views. That's what gets them the extra dollars in our pockets. But I've been hearing this narrative, this defense of people who do wrong shit because you like them, and then you are condemning someone for doing the same exact thing. Now, this is not good. I'm not trying to attack anyone specifically, but I'm talking about situations. People may get upset. People may, hey, Designs Baby, how you doing? People may be mad. People may try to come at me, what's not. I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to be myself. If I choose to address you, I will. If I won't, I don't. But we need to stop this bullshit and this hypocrisy that we're going through, that we're trying to create these narratives. What's up, Keshana, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? Happy New Year's to you, sweetheart. We need to stop this nonsense and this hypocrisy. I'm watching Beefing 313, and I'm listening to, of course, you know, everyone saw the old Tim and what you call it thing. We also saw all the videos after that, the Tim and Jay Wilson thing. We also saw the videos after that, was not things of that nature. Now, my opinion on that is Tim made a fool of himself and basically proved me right. You're problematic. You don't have to like it. You don't have to do it. What's not, but you're problematic. Just like you think that someone is problematic by coming on here and acting a fool, you're problematic from going on someone's channel that you don't like, lying about how you got there, and then going ballistic. That's problematic. It is what it is. Like it, dislike it, it is what it is. You're problematic. But on Beefing 313 thing, I hear them trying to justify Tracy doxing Jay Wilson by calling it employment verification. Tracy was not trying to employ Jay Wilson. So there was no need for her to call Jay Wilson's job previous, current, future employers. Tracy loved Tracy to death. Y'all know I do. But Tracy did not have the means to employ Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson did not apply for a job with Tracy. So therefore, you cannot sit there and tell me that she didn't dox that man. All she did was a job verification. Just like if someone calls someone's apartment or home lender was not. If I'm not trying to get some type of housing with you, there is no need whatsoever for you to call anything referring to my housing for verification purposes. Why are you trying to verify where I live? Why was she trying to verify where he worked? It don't matter if he came up here with a suit and tie on every day, drove his car around the block, and came back home. It was doxing him. Period. Oh, no. And he doxed her. I don't care what he's trying to say about, well, all I show was the power lines. No, you gave them the location to where she lived. You gave them the street, the cross streets, the gas station next to her apartment complex. How do you think that Phi Bay and then when they went to Texas or came to Texas was able to know where she lived? So no one gets a pass. No one gets a pass. You don't get a pass because I like you. You don't get a pass because I dislike you. If you did something that was fucked up, that was messed up, that was malicious, that was uncalled for, that was taking it too far, you did it. Own up to it, move the fuck on. It's for the rest of us or the rest of y'all or the rest of them to battle it out. But trying to justify it. What's up, better days, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? By saying, oh, she didn't do this, or he didn't do that, or I didn't do this because it was this. No. No one gets a pass. You did something that was messed up. You did something that was uncalled for. You did something that was malicious, did it within malicious intent because you, quote unquote, are fighting. So don't get mad when the same thing happens to you. Hey, Marie, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? You don't get a pass for that. You don't get a pass because, oh, I like this person was that, so it's okay, so they can do it, but yet they can't. What Jay Wilson did, quote unquote, to Tim Blaine is no different than what Tim Blaine is doing to Stomp Down. Now, I don't know Stomp Down. Don't like them, don't watch them, don't know nothing about them, but what y'all say about them. What they say that Jay Wilson did to to Tim Blaine is no different than what Tim Blaine is doing to Stomp Down. How many of you heard Tim Blaine say, oh, someone needs to find out who he is. We need to find out who you are. We need to find out what you look like. Find this information. Someone's going to find you out. That's no more than a dog whistle than what you said that Jay Wilson did to Jason. There's no more of a dog whistle or do a call of arms than what you said that Jay Wilson did to Jason. If y'all can see that, y'all can connect the dots. I don't care how much education you have, how many degrees you have, who you like, who you dislike, what you say about me. That's the truth. That's the facts. You don't like someone, so you want to get vicious and nasty with that individual. And when that individual gets vicious and nasty with you, you become a victim. You want advocates to rally behind you. You want people to come support you. When you're just as vicious, just as vile, just as disgusting, just as manic as anyone else on here. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. No one gets a pass. I don't care if you're old, if you're young, if you're black, if you're white, if you're a girl, if you're a boy, if you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're a child, if you're an adult. When you come on here popping shit, talking shit, doing shit, being malicious and shit, everything that you have coming to you will come to you. If you say you're not a part of the bullshit and the nonsense and the mess, you can either respond or not respond. Someone's calling someone else's dad. Why did that get you so upset? If I'm not upset that you call my mom, if I'm not upset that you call my siblings, if I'm not upset that you was doxxed, and speaking of doxing, wasn't I doxxed on Tim Blaine's channel? Isn't that where I was doxxed? Y'all remember this? I was live, just talking mess, eating, I think I was eating at my kitchen table, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And people come into my chat saying, oh, they just doxed you on Timothy Blaine's channel. They just gave out your real name, your real information on Timothy Blaine's channel. And then guess what happened? 5A came into my channel. Oh, are you XYZ? Oh, we're going to pop you at 9 o'clock. My response was, do what you got to do. It is what it is. I don't care because that doesn't mean anything to me because no one's going to pull up, no one's going to show up, no one's going to confront me in real life. It is what it is. Everything that they said about me is true. The good, the bad, and the indifferent. See, I don't like people who try to play victim. I don't understand people who think that they can do and say whatever they want to do and say, but yet there's no repercussions for that. I don't understand how people think that you can walk around here, be as malicious and vindictive and vile as you are, But there's no consequences for that. Hey, Misha, baby, how you doing? When you put out negative energy out there, more than likely you're going to get negative energy back. That's why you see a lot of these people always in chaos and conflict. That's why you see these people always fussing and cussing at one another, doxing each other, threatening to dox one another. Because they live in this perpetual mindset of, let me get you before you get me. Knowing damn well no one's going to really get anyone. Because you're not doing anything for real in real life. You're not going down a road or a path that's going to lead to something prosperous for you. You're not putting in the good works to receive the good deeds from that. This stuff that y'all do to one another, whatever, is ridiculous. It's a vicious cycle that y'all perpetuate by every video you make, by every response that you give. Oh, I ain't gonna like a punk. What shows you don't like a punk is being an adult and being able to walk away from stuff that is fruitless. What have you gained from arguing back and forth for the past several weeks? You got some numbers, you got a couple of trinkets in your pocket, got a couple of cash apps, a couple super chats. Is it really life-changing for you? Is it really something that's going to propel you further in life? Can you look back in this moment and say, oh, when I cussed them out once, now they really pushed me to above myself. When I inserted myself into this nonsense, whatever, that really did help me get what I need to get. There's very few Tasha K's, just to let you guys know. For every Tasha K, there's a Tasha Q. There's very few Funky Dinevas. For every Funky Dineva, there's a funny Dineva who didn't make it, who's still struggling, who's still going on a hamster wheel. For every Justin J, there's a Justin B. And I don't mean Bieber. For every content creator that's out there doing big things, getting product placements, this, that, and the third, there's the beef sector. Let's keep it real. For every content creator that is, who have millions of subscribers, endorsement deals, other things in the works and in fires was not, then there's us over here in the beef sector, fighting each other, crabs in a fucking barrel, pulling each other down just to get 1 inch further, talking shit about each other in a fucking vacuum. So, Lady Nichols, how you doing, baby? Make it make sense. That's why I haven't made a video in 2 weeks. That's why I haven't came live. The last live I did was when I was talking to Nika and Ken. That was the last live I did, and the video before that was just me showing you guys my New Year's dinner. It's not worth it. I'm not gaining anything from arguing back and forth with people who I don't know, who I truly believe is beneath me, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Call me conceited, call me arrogant, call me whatever you want to call me, what's not, but just don't call my name, period. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever that these grown, overgrown individuals, all who's older than me, running on this perpetual cycle, this perpetual hamster wheel, doing the same shit and expecting a different result. But not realizing that what they're doing is the same thing that they're complaining about. Exactly. But Marie, with that statement, who do you see over here that's trying to graduate? What's up, Body Works? How you doing? You know, no one's trying to graduate. No one is even trying to get a GED over here. They're comfortable. They're complacent. They're okay with mediocrity. They're okay with doing the bare minimum just to get an absence check. What's up, Love to Shaw? How you doing, baby? Welcome. And everybody who's in the chat, welcome you guys. No one is trying to do anything to elevate themselves, elevate their thinking, elevate their content. Because they think it's okay to do what they're doing. Hey, View, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Am I lying, View? Are they trying to get a GED over here, let alone graduate? It's so sad to watch a bunch of people who say they're black in power, black this and black that, was that they want to uplift the black people, was not, but not doing anything to uplift themselves. You can't pick me up when you're still laying down. You can't uplift your community when you're still laying down. You can't put forth the best in others when you're still lagging behind yourself. Happy holidays to you as well, baby. I hope you're feeling better. It makes no sense to me. And then we have these people who are gravitating towards stupidity and ignorance without just to fit their narrative, just to say, oh, I don't like you because you said something to me that I didn't like, because you called me out on something that I was doing, but I don't want somebody to call me out on the back, call everyone else out on their nonsense and their BS. You're not special. I don't know how many times I got to say that to these people. Was not, you're not special. Hell, I'm not special to you. I'm special to me. And that's the only person that I need to be special to. And I don't have to go out there and broadcast it and throw it in your face on a daily basis. What I need to do is make sure that I am doing the stuff that I need to do to ensure that I feel the way I want to feel. Not looking for outside sources, outside people to make me feel anyway, or to protect me, or to defend me some way, shape, or form. We're so used to people calling us, wooing us. It's okay. You so smart. You so pretty. You so kind. You important. No, you're not. You're not pretty. You're not kind. You're not important. You're stupid. You're ugly, and you need to get some go to the gym and lose some weight. It is what the fuck it is. That's the truth. You don't get a prize just for showing up. You don't get a like just for showing up. You don't get, you know what I'm saying, an attaboy, attagirl just for showing up. And these overgrown people who never got that before are finally get some type of recognition and insight. Now they're the cool people. Who says that? Who say you're cool? The people that you surround yourself with, who are just as behind, just as delayed, just as crazy as you are. I don't want people who think like me to think that I'm the best person in the room. I want people who don't think like me to see value in what I bring to the table. You see how I worded that? I didn't say I want you to like me. I want you to see value in what I bring to the table. A different perspective, a different objective, a different way of seeing things, a different way of problem solving, a different way of maneuvering around situations that helps the group as a whole move forward. It's so sad. And then people thinking that it's okay. Well, this is entertainment. It's not entertainment because y'all take this shit so personally. Because entertainment is when the show go off TV, I'm done with the show. I'm not watching the show. I'm not watching the recaps. I'm not watching the show over and over and over again. Talking about what I say over and over again. When I'm watching CSI or The Equalizer, I watch the episode, enjoy the episode, and move on. That's what entertainment is. I'm not harping on it for weeks on end. I'm not trying to justify why the person killed somebody else on the show if it's not personal. I don't care. The show's over. I'm done with it. Exactly. Not watching the credits or the bloopers. Not doing that. I don't understand the mentality of, yeah, it was entertaining to watch two people who don't like each other was not one lose their goddamn shit for no reason whatsoever and get so angry all the time for things that makes no sense. Why are you mad? How does that affect you personally? I'm confused by that. But yet when I say that you're problematic, you want to cuss me out. You don't do health reads, right? That's what Tim said. Tim said he don't do health reads. But when you quote unquote cuss me out, the first thing you said was, "Oh, your face is looking kind of thin." Implying what? What is that implying? What is that implying if that's not a health read? Yeah, but you're not gonna watch it and rewatch it. You know, you don't do health reads. It's not okay for someone to talk about someone's health status, but yet first thing you did when you attacked me was, "Oh, your face is looking kind of thin." Saying what? Bitch, I'm a thin person. I never claimed to be fat or thick. I've always been thin. Always will be thin. But yet you don't do health reads. See, it's a hypocrisy that isn't for me. Like, I don't get it. Because you don't like someone or like what someone said once or twice, all these extra shits, all this extra stuff goes on. All these extra things happen. It's okay to justify what this person did because you like them. But you condemn this person over here because you don't like them. That doesn't make sense. You sound hypocritical. You sound crazy as fuck. Whomever does it. Like I said, people can come out the bag all they want to us now. It's how my response to you that matters to me. What's up, Deron? How you doing, baby? It doesn't matter that you can cuss. Can you live without subsidies? Is my question. It don't matter that you think that you're a gangster because you was a gangster 30 years ago. But yeah, when someone brings it up, you want to scream and cry that it was 30 years ago. But every time you turn around, you bring it up. You brought it up, Tim, on what you call it. Your regret is that you didn't beat Jay Wilson's ass. But yet, when he bring up the fact that you've been in jail and out of jail was not over 35 times and been had at least 10 stints in prison. Well, you talking about something that happened 30 years ago. But no, just yesterday you said you regret not beating his ass. That's an ignorant mentality. That's a quote unquote gangster mentality. You said yourself, you know thugs and you know gangsters and you know real this and you know real that. Is that today or is that 30 years ago? You can't keep switching back and forth. You can't keep moving the goalposts. He talks about you because it upsets you. You talk about him because you're upset with him for some reason, shape, or form. And just like Chelsea said, all you did pretty much was show us that you envy something that he has. That's all that showed us. And you can be mad at me all you want to. It's like, that's fine. You can try to read, roast, and gag all you want to, but it's always going to be the same shit with you. All of you. Y'all all say the same shit about each other. It's no longer funny. It's no longer clever. It's no longer, you know what I'm saying, interesting. It's the same shit. No one gets a pass, not even me. So if anyone chooses to come out the bag on me, that's fine. I probably won't ever see it. Unless someone tell me about it, was I would send me a copy of it, because I don't really watch a lot of people. Was not unless something's going on and I'm going back and forth trying to see what's going on. If I want to be that nosy, it makes no sense to me. At some point, someone needs to act like the adult that they say they are and practice the art of adulting. But all this hypocrisy, all this, oh well, she get a pass because she didn't do that. All she did was employment verification, but yet you doxed me. No, it's the same thing. There is no need or no reason for anyone to be calling someone's job because something someone said on YouTube. Because what someone did on YouTube. No, I'm saying that they are welcoming dysfunction 100% of the time. Because yes, he didn't block him. Because even if you block someone, well, it's not, that means that you don't see their comments. Don't mean that you can go to their channel. And he already admitted several times on several videos that he go over there for ammunition. That's a whole different story, baby. That person right there, like I said, there are several people on here that I would never, ever, you know what I'm saying, be cool with. Don't hate them, don't dislike them, just don't fuck with them. There's some people. I don't do people who practice hypocrisy on a daily basis. I don't do people who start shit and then play victim when something happens to them. I just don't. It is what the fuck it is. Hey, Silver Vittles, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Well, on that note, let me put this up there. I don't think that's actually it. I don't think that's actually it. I think that he's envious of Andre Wilson. I think that part is true, but I don't think that he's envious because of what his life could have been. Because Tim takes pride in thinking that fucking, sucking, drugging is good. Was good for him. Was his best choice. If y'all remember, he also admitted that he don't like working. So when you think, I think that Tim has this entitled mentality. I just do. Not good, not bad. That's his mentality. I think that he's been through so much in his life, quote unquote, I'm doing air quotes, that he is now entitled to certain things. Listen to what he says. Stuff like, oh, y'all mad because I live in a city that's the most expensive city in America. And I'm getting mine, basically, is what he says. He don't like working, but he wants, quote unquote, what he considers nice things. He don't like working, but he wants a certain lifestyle that he thinks that he is entitled to. Mm-hmm. It's going well, yeah, baby. You know, I think that Tim has this sense of entitlement, even if the whole thing of you better respect me, you better respect me. Well, do something that's respectable, and you'll get respect. I mean, that's not me coming at you. It's like, it just is what it is. I haven't seen you do anything like. Thing is, I used to like Tim. I used to watch Tim before he got into this quote unquote beefing situation where he's constantly beefing with about everything. His commentary is all about beef. When he, like back in the days when he was talking about political stuff, when he was talking about other things, when he's talking about you know, YouTube news, when he was doing all those other things, I enjoyed his commentary all this screaming and yelling, cussing and fussing and spitting and foaming at the mouth was not, you look crazy. You look ridiculous. You sound crazy. You sound ridiculous. You sound like you have some type of mental disruption going on in your brain. It just sounds that way to me because it's a vast contrast to what you started doing. Exact, Miss Queenie. What is it? What, girl? No one likes working. We do it because we have to. We do it because we want to provide for ourselves. We do it because we want to be productive citizens. We do it because it's the way that we pay our bills. We do it because it's something that is instilled in us that if you work hard, if you get stuff for yourself, opposed to having stuff handed to you, you appreciate it more. That's why we work, not because we love it. Yeah, I like the what's it called? The community with my coworkers. Yeah, I like meeting people. Was not meeting new people ever and doing that. But yeah, but do I? If I didn't have to work, I was independently wealthy. I wouldn't work. I would do what I do my talent. I will enhance my talents. Exactly, and I'm not depending on anyone else to pay my bills for me. Right, Ray Knuckles. It's a huge difference. And my thing is, if you was literally where you couldn't work and you needed whatever assistance you have or had, that's one thing. But it seems as though that he has a mindset of, oh yeah, I don't have to do this and I can get this from here, so let me do it that way. Let me take the easy way out. That's what it seems to me. Not judging, really don't care one way or the other. I work as hard as I work because I like what I like. I want to be able to look myself in the mirror and say, I like what I see, and I've accomplished that. That's just me personally. No, Marie, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he does not. I can't remember the last time he made a video that way he wasn't talking shit about somebody, talking mess about somebody, talking about Jay Wilson, talking about Five, talking about Stomp Down, talking about the people that he have learned to become his cash cows. I think the last time he made a video was when about something political was when he was comparing Jay Wilson to Trump. And he says that Jay Wilson bring him up all the time was not, but every video you make is about Jay Wilson. Somehow you bring Jay Wilson into it. Even when you go on different people's panels, you bring up Jay Wilson. But yeah, you expect him not to bring you up. I don't like that. Y'all know me and Jay Wilson has a funny situation with that we don't know each other. We've had our differences with each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm protecting or defending Jay Wilson, but at the same time, I'm not going to see what's in front of my face, whatever, and act like I don't see it. I'm not going to call a thing when I know it's a thing. You said you're expensive as hell. We all are, baby. We all are. Oh well, I don't know what I mean.
Only time well, that must be true because every time I hear about him was not, it's about him cussing somebody out or fussing with somebody was not, or attacking someone. Exactly, we don't be cordial. Like I said, I don't have to be someone's best friend. Like I can be cool with anybody was that. I can be in a chat with anybody was that. I don't have well, I have emotional intelligence. I don't have to attack somebody because I don't like them. Me and the person who filed a police report on me was not. We could be in the same chat, both talking to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna address that individual. Don't address me, but and then I want to address you. I can be in chats with people that I don't fuck with. As long as you don't address me, I want to address you. I'm not so childish or childlike in the mind to where I think that I have to say something to you. My opinion shouldn't matter to you. Your opinion don't matter to me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what about, baby. Yeah, I know what about, baby. They were. At that point, I found him funny. Right now, I find him disturbing. Because I understand why are you so angry? I'm confused. Why is your voice always being raised? Why are you always foaming at the mouth? Why can't you have a adult conversation with someone? That's what I don't understand. Why do you think that you can talk about everybody else and everything else that's going on YouTube? As soon as someone mentions your name, you are up in your panties. You are all up in an uproar. It doesn't make sense to me. If you don't want people to talk about you, that don't do stuff on her worthy talking about. Shit, I don't mind being boring. I don't mind being someone who people think, oh God, he don't know what's going on. Because your opinion of me don't matter to me. The only opinion that matters to me is the opinion that I have about myself, my family, and the people that care about me, who actually know me. Everyone else, okay. Everything you think and say is true. Everything, the good, the bad, and the indifferent. And it's not going to change nothing about me whatsoever. Because you mean nothing to me whatsoever. And then people screaming that people always repeating everything all the time. We all repeat everything all the time. Like I said, we repeat the same reads that we heard from someone else, thinking that we add our own little spin to it was not, which still, you know what I'm saying, is a miss because you know nothing about somebody. And it's funny how certain people like to. People can say all they want. Oh well, he came for Tim was not. It is what the fuck it is. My thing is this between and I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying, and y'all can like whoever y'all want to like, and that's fine. Still love you. But my thing is this: when I mention that him saying that another black man who identifies himself as straight was gay and that was problematic. And I didn't say it in a bad way. I didn't say it in a rude way. I wasn't trying to come at him, was not. I would just let him know, as an older black gay man, it's problematic for you to try to out another black man. That's problematic. It is. And ever since then, he done, well since I said that was that, he done attacked me, cussed me out, talked about I was sick and I'm hiding it. Okay. You know, you too skinny. Your face is thin. You losing weight. Okay. Let me show y'all how I look in bed. Make sure this cover up because I have no clothes on. Well, no bottoms on. This is how I look. This is how I always looked. Isn't this how I always looked, you guys? Let me try to get some light. this is how I always looked? Same facial features, same everything. Isn't that how I always looked? I'm just saying. I don't come on camera because I don't want to. Exactly. Miss Queen said very problematic. It is. That's very problematic. And I was trying to be as respectful as possible when I said that it's problematic. I try to come to you as, you know what I'm saying, someone who's that. Exactly. Very sensitive. I was very respectful when I said that it's problematic, but it is problematic nonetheless. You can't, as a black man who's an openly gay black man, even if Kevin Samuels was in the closet, that's not your place to call him out on it. If he identifies himself as a heterosexual black man, thank you, babies. You know, if he identifies himself as a heterosexual black man, then that's how I'm going to address him. Just like you want me to address a trans person as a trans person, why can't you address him as a heterosexual black man? That's what he wants to do. If he wants to say he's a heterosexual black man, until I catch him sucking dick or getting fucked or fucking a dude, that's what he would be with me. And that was my question. My question was, if you haven't caught him doing something or caught him in an act, regardless of how his mannerisms are, regardless of how his upkeep of himself is, he's what he say he is. And Conscious had this conversation on his channel a couple days ago with Storm Monroe. We know effeminate, straight black men. Hey, Natalia, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Happy birthday. Happy New Year's to you and happy holidays to you, sweetheart. We know effeminate, heterosexual black men. We know extremely masculine, homosexual black men. See, if we're not allowing people to live in their truth, how can we expect people to allow us to live in our truth? You know, that makes no sense to me. Thank you, baby. If we want people to identify or address us as we identify ourselves, why is it wrong for me to say it's problematic that you don't do that? Exactly, Miss Queenie. There are several men out here who take pride in how they look, take pride in grooming themselves, take pride in having fresh haircuts, fresh lineups, fresh shaved faces. Take pride in getting pedicures and having manicures was not because they know that, you know what I'm saying, good hygiene is good health. That's that mindset of, you know what I'm saying, that entitlement. I'm entitled to do and say whatever I want us to do and say, but you better not go against me. I'm entitled to act well, however I want to act without any repercussion. No one better not say anything to me about how I act. It's that sense of entitlement. You know, it's that sense of, you know, Lady Knuckles. And the reasons why he gave, and the reason I made the video that first time was because the reason why he said he was gay because, he lines up his cologne and he walks around with his suit on and this jacket on. And that's just someone taking pride in who they are in their representation. Nothing to do with straight or gay. And that's what I found problematic. And then he also said during that time that that's why heterosexual and homosexual men can't be friends. And my thing is, no, I have a lot of heterosexual male friends because they're comfortable in who they are. I'm comfortable in who I am. My husband is comfortable with who he is. We're like-minded in that way. We all take pride in presenting ourselves in the best light possible. So yes, it's problematic when there's a gay man projecting out onto other men and calling them gay. I find that problematic. It is not going to change. It has not changed. And since that time, I will say that behaviors that have been presented since that time, I can also deem as problematic. Prove my point that his behavior and some things that he says is problematic. Like we calling cemented and Vivian all kind of B words. Going on someone's channel, telling them to shut up and let you talk. Don't you got your own channel you can talk about? Don't you got your own crowd that believes and supports what you believe and support that you can rant and rave to? See, I'm confused. No one gets a pass. These people are wanting a pass. These people are wanting you to look past what they do, look past what they've done, and let them know that it's okay. It's all right. It's not okay. It's not all right. You can't go around doing and saying whatever you want to do and say without having consequences for said actions. Opinions, just like with this video, was that people don't have opinions all day long or may not have opinions all day long. Either way, I don't care. This is still my commentary. This is still my opinion. I'm watching y'all behave this way. I'm watching y'all be hypocrites. I'm watching y'all defend the undefendable. Like y'all mad because Jay Wilson, quote unquote, say he supports Stump Down. Y'all mad at Shirley because Shirley supports Stump Down. What do you want them to do? Because you don't like someone, what's not? They don't like someone? That's childish as fuck. Don't like them because I don't like them. Oh, they talked about me. Hell, you talked about them. Everyone's a monster now, right? A food junkie monster, a Stump Down monster, a Phi monster, a QB monster, a Chelsea monster. You know? Every time someone don't agree with what you say, they become a monster. No. We're human beings who have differences of opinions, different lifestyles, different upbringings. Whatever you went through your life allowed you to do what you did in your life for you to be where you are today. Whatever I did in my life allowed me to be where I am today. The same thing with Jay Wilson and everyone else that, you know what I'm saying, quote, unquote, have issues with each other. I don't want anyone to be like me. I tell you all the time, God broke the mold when He made me. I'm an individual. I'm an independent individual. I don't sit here and try to placate anyone or anyone's ego. Deron, baby, don't tell it to some people. It's not that means your dad and your his 6 sons were gay, baby, because they take pride in smelling good and looking fresh and looking clean. They don't want to walk around here saying looking like they've been dumpster diving. No pun intended. You know, they're not walking around here looking like, you know what I'm saying, what the cat drug in. When they present themselves on camera, they look like they present themselves. So like they took a couple minutes to wash their face and brush their teeth and brush their hair and put on a nicely ironed shirt. that makes them gay. Because they may be soft spoken. Because they don't sit here and, you know what I'm saying, screaming, yelling, cuss. But you know, cussing is a attribute. It's a talent, I guess. Cussing is so talented to get you put on government assistance because you can't control yourself and handle yourself in public arenas. I guess that's a talent. Being able to get taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Because your mouth is so nasty and vile that you can't conduct yourself with normal people. You can't control yourself. You can't control your anger. You can't control the fact that, you know what I'm saying, why? I still don't understand why people get so mad. Why are you angry? I'm confused. How does it affect you? I don't know. That's just me because I mean, I don't let anything affect my mental. You know. But that's just me though, baby. That's just me. You know. That's just me. I don't get it. You know. But people here want passes. But I had to come over here was like, well, yeah, because I'm tired of people saying that all Tracy did was, and I said, there's not nothing against Tracy. All she did was employment verification. No, that's considered doxing. If I didn't apply for a job with you, if I didn't turn in an application, a resume, or something to you, there's no need whatsoever for you to be trying to verify where I work. Why is it that you're trying to verify where I work? And there's nothing against Tracy. I'm just saying, but people need to start calling a thing a thing. I told Tracy she doxes. I still like her. That's my boo. But yeah, Tracy doxes and she admits she dox. But everyone else needs to stop acting like, oh, well, all she did was doxed. All she did was call someone's employer or former employer was not trying to get some information out on them to embarrass them. I know. I'm just saying. You know, I know. Yeah. I don't have that mindset of, oh, if you take care of yourself, well, it's not. No. That's that whole, like, the thing is, that's that toxic masculinity that black men have. Oh, if you are too clean, something's wrong with you. No. If I'm too clean, that means that I'm clean. If I look too this, I look good. Yeah. And that's the thing I said, and there's nothing like I said. People think that because you call a thing, there's some kind of animosity there or some type of anger you have for somebody. No. It's just I see what I see. You can't sit up here and say, "Oh, well, that's not right. That's not true." You know, you did something that was messed up. You know what I'm saying? Oh well, so something that you did something that I wouldn't do. That I would necessarily go by. It is what it is. That's all it means. And then people want to say, "Oh well, Stump Down is so vicious and so da da da." He don't say nothing worse than what Ariel says. Nothing worse than what Tim says, what Kwani says, what I have said sometimes. You know what I'm saying? What Deanna says, what, you know what I'm saying? Everyone says, you know what I'm saying? And people that I like. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying, what Shirley has said, what Shirley have done. I mean, to try to explain that because you don't know what someone looks like and then you want them to be doxxed so you can find out what they look like so you can have something on them. You know different. You are no different. You think that it's okay for you to do whatever you want to do, what's not, but no one else can. It's okay for you to say whatever you want to say, what's not, but no one else can. Oh, he's so foul. What's so foul about what he says, opposed to what you say? It goes to anybody. How can you point the finger at someone else, whatever, when you had done just as nasty, just as ridiculous, just as harsh things? Tell somebody that you're gonna bust them in the head with a pipe. That's not vile. That's not disturbing. That's not disgusting. It is something else. Exactly, Miss Queen. And that's it. I mean, thing is, like, that's people like that's why I say it was. That's why I say it was problematic. But yet I got cussed out by it because you can't take constructive criticism. You can't tell. You can give out criticism or it's not, and critiques on people's behaviors and what they do and say. But when someone says, "Well, this may be problematic," you should look at this differently or think about, saying, pulling that sentiment back or that statement back. Well, it's not because you are looked at not by me. Shit. But people look at you as an authority on certain things. So you may want to pull that back or pull that opinion back or kind of curb that opinion a little bit. Was that because people look at you as this authority, regardless of what? If everyone in the world says that Kevin Samuels is gay as hell, and they believe it in their spirit and their bones and their soul, if you can't tell me that you saw him sucking dick, if you can't tell me you saw him being fucked, if you can't tell me that you saw him with a man in a compromising position, then all you have is an opinion. And some opinions are problematic. Because if you think he is homosexual because to you he may be slightly effeminate and too clean, what happens when there's the next black man out here who's, in your opinion, slightly effeminate and slightly too clean? You're going to out him too as gay when he may not be? That's problematic. That's a problem for me. Being a black gay man, I don't like the fact when other black gay men call you out. When you don't know anything, unless you slept with that person was not, you don't know what's going on in this person's bedroom. Unless you did that, that was my point. It wasn't disrespectful. It was what it was. But the thing is, like that, the whole thing that men supposed to smell a certain way. First of all, no, you're not coming in my bed or laying up with me smelling like outside. You're not gonna come with me smelling like sweat. I don't smell. So why the fuck would I want somebody that smells? I'm not gonna come around, walking around smelling like sweat, smelling like outside, smelling like I've been cutting grass. No, that doesn't make you a man. That doesn't make you masculine. That's not what it is. And if y'all know anything about that, ladies want somebody to smell good, smell fresh, smell clean. I don't know now woman want a man to smell musty, have their clothes on, and you smell their underarms. You smell their balls. You smell their butt. You smell their breath. You smell their ear, their hair. And vice versa. No man wants a woman that I can smell you through your clothes. Or we take your clothes off. Nobody wants that. That shit ain't cute. That's disgusting. Clean yourself up. There's all type of products out here was not natural products and all kind of things that you can use to smell good. Natural aromas and scents and stuff you can use to make sure that you smell fresh and clean. I'm just saying it makes no sense to me. I don't get it, you know what I'm saying? Everyone wants to pass, everyone wants you to collar them, everyone wants you to woo them, everyone wants you to baby them while they out here running rapid. I don't get it, but you know what? It ain't for me to get. Yo, I didn't want much. I just want to come here and say that was not saying no one gets a pass or who gets a pass. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? It seems as though if I like you, I'll give you a pass. If I don't like you, I won't give you a pass. And, you know, I don't get that. I don't get the fact that, people think that it's okay that one person is behaving horribly, but yet you want to condemn someone else for doing the same thing. You want to condemn someone else for doing the same thing, whatever, when you was doing just the same thing, and you do the same thing on a daily basis. Who gets a pass? The people that we like? No, they don't get a pass. Like I said, I like everybody was not, you know what I'm saying? And the people like I like Tracy, I like people was like, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, she did Dr. J. Wilson. That was a dox. That wasn't a political verification. That sounds cute. That sounds politically correct. But will she offer him a job? If you're not offering him a job, you're not doing employment verification. If he didn't apply for a job, there's no need for you to call anything but to be malicious. And now people say, "Oh, they were fighting." Well, yeah, they were fighting. They were doing things to hurt each other. He was driving shit. He was driving stuff by her house, and she was calling his jobs. You can't say what. I'll have to get off soon. You can't say what she did was more worse or more better than what he was doing. They both were doing some shit that was fucked up. You can't say the fact that what he said that Jay Wilson did to him, Tim, with Jason is no different than what Tim is doing with Stump Down. Calling out people to find out who he is. Am I wrong? Like, I mean, if I'm wrong, let me know that I'm wrong, you guys. I don't mind being wrong. But is it do you see the similarities? Is it similar that, you know what I'm saying, they say that Jay Wilson, you know what I'm saying, asked Jason to whatever with his words here on camera. Is that no different than what Tim does to Stump Down? Find out who he is, find out what's going on, find out da-da-da. Is that the same thing, or is it just me? Like, I mean, if I'm wrong, I'll admit to it and keep on moving. But to me, that's the same exact thing. You know, just I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. But this video went long enough. I'm getting ready to, I'm starting to choke and coughing. Carrying on, my voice is stressed out. But yeah, well, thank you guys so much for being here. Those who participated in the chat, thank you so much for doing that. You know, people may be going off acting crazy and cussing and fussing, doing whatever they do. Have fun with it, baby. Make your money, do your thing. But it needs to be said. Someone needs to be a voice of reason. Like, everyone thinks, but no one says anything. Everyone is watching the shit go by. Everyone's watching the shit happen and picking sides. I'm not saying I ain't picking no one's side. I'm saying, based on my experience, based on my observations, it seems as though y'all want to give people passes for bad behaviors and hold other people's feet to the fire for the same behavior. It's just not fair. It's hypocritical. It's crazy. But as always, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. But as you already know, it's not important that I love you. It's always important that you love yourself, you love someone else, you respect yourself, and you definitely respect someone else. Y'all, if you don't mind, like the video on the way out, thank you. I don't mind you guys share the video as well. But yeah, it is what it is. Like, if you're going to have an opinion on that, try to be unbiased as possible. But then, excuse me. And I know people may say, "Well, I wasn't biased in this commentary." I was biased. I just gave you my experience as well. You know, I could talk about what's going on and interject my own personal experience with what happened. Like I said, it is what it is. This is nothing personal. I don't have a dog in this fight, but it is what it is. Y'all put this up on camera. Y'all act a fool on camera, whatever. Expect people not to sit here and be closed-lipped about it. Sit on their hands about it. Don't put stuff out there if you want people to talk about it. As always, you guys, I love you. Y'all have a great day. It's your boy Food Junkie, and I'm out. Peace.